Engine 1's quit! Christ! Engine 4's done! You gotta get out of here now!
Hello, welcome back to another exclusive theory of the Masters of the Air, Episode 4. Review and the biggest twist breakdown. Warning, spoilers ahead. The last episode of Master of the Air was bittersweet. There is an emptiness now that the airmen have been split across continents. They are unaware that Kurt has gone down and will not be returning. However, aerial battles are not the main focus of Masters of the Air Episode 4. Instead, the series takes a quieter approach to the war, focusing on the aftermath and those who respond to it. In Masters of the Air Episode 4, some guys traveled to Africa. Others survived and remained grounded. However, neither is safe. This episode focuses on the various survival options available during the battle. You either complete your mission or survive on the ground. Only, as Quinn said in the last episode when he landed on a Belgian farm, fleeing is a death sentence if caught. Regardless, Quinn elected to flee and try to locate the American outpost, making his way through Belgium with the assistance of farmers, but not before subjecting him and two others to interrogations. This is the most intriguing aspect of Masters of the Air Episode 4. William Quinn is greeted by Charles Bailey, who has also survived his bailout, and a man named Bob. The three go through an interrogation montage to see if any of them are spies. Sing the anthem. Write down the date. Do you watch baseball? The vast majority of the questions are straightforward, but the directions to write down replies and the interrogator's chilly tone are unnerving. Getting interviewed on the ground by someone they don't know is as terrifying as getting shot at in a jet. Of course, there is a spy. While we do see John Bucky Egan loosening up as his fabled 25th mission approaches and he is punched to return home, he is the least intriguing aspect of the show. Instead, Quinn and Bailey board a train with a teenage girl who is responsible for their safety but does not understand English, which is a story in and of itself. The decision not to translate any of the foreign languages in the series, particularly in this episode, heightens tension. You can feel Quinn and Bailey's uncertainty. You can see it in their expressions and how anxious they get when questioned about their train tickets. The emotional basis of this episode is that survival is not assured, even if you're parachuted to the ground. The uncertainty of survival lurks in the air. Even when the episode emphasizes the soldiers' joy at the clubs and in their lover's bed, there remains an underlying sense of uneasiness. There is always another mission, and while we can see how much fun they have, no one fully lets go of the weight of war. Masters of the Air, Episode 4. In the last episode, it was evident that the Africa mission was the Bloody Hundredth's most perilous and fatal flight. Then, in Masters of the Air Episode 4, things shift. Gail Buck-Cleven and the remaining mission survivors have returned to the base. Happy to be back, sorrowful for those they've lost, but ready to go again. Their next task is set. This time, assault German U-boats. The most fascinating aspect of this flight is that Robert Rosie Rosenthal, a brand new airman, is joining the war for the first time. There is no aerial fight in this episode, despite the fact that we have seen one in every other episode. Instead, we watch the effect on the faces of those stationed at the base when almost nobody returns. The airmen take off, as do the technicians, and everyone in the tower watches. But we don't see them fighting. We just know they won't come back. While mentioning Rosenthal is of little relevance, he has no bearing on the tale, and any new cast members are bound to fall sooner rather than later. But Rosenthal does return. With the team on the ground, astonished by the heavy losses, Rosenthal is obviously shaken, which is almost enough. Instead of taking consolation in his survival, he is questioned about whether he saw parachutes. It feels strange to claim that Masters of the Air Episode 4 is the poorest episode in the limited series. But it is. This is not due to a lack of action. Instead, it is due to the high death toll of the ensemble cast and how difficult it is to connect with any of the characters or the relationships they are forming. Finally, the Bloody Hundredth got its name from the great number of casualties. However, this does not negate the emotional impact of the deaths. They just don't. We witness the impact on those around them, but it's difficult to understand what the characters signify when they're removed from the story. Just because it is the weakest does not imply that it is awful. It's quiet and understated, but it uses its stillness to break up. There have been a few noisy and painful events. Trauma is more than just surviving a conflict. Sometimes it's knowing that your friend didn't make it back. That is what Masters of Air Episode 4 captures. I simply wish we had known more about the men that were gone. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos.